in your strength shining through. In your strength shining through.
She's got a Stargate poster on her wall, dreaming of wormholes, she's seen it all. From SG-1 to the final frontier, she's a captain of cool, the cosmos is near. On Twitch she's lived, a sci-fi queen, boldly streaming where no one's been. With a saxophone, she plays a tune under a nebula painted moon. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. She's got Spock on a playlist, Kirk in her heart, quoting Picard, she's a work of art. Her chat's ablaze, the subs pouring, she's a Twitch sensation, let the journey begin. In her world it's all walkers and rings, she laughs and she dances, she sings what she brings. Her saxophone wails like a comet's cry, through galaxies spinning in her mind sky. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. Across the Milky Way, she finds her groove, a captain's chair and a dance to prove. Sci-fi rhythms in a 90s haze, she's lost in a Britpop celestial phase. Major Samo, beam me up tonight, through the stars and the speed of light. Warp drive humming, she's in command, a sci-fi dreamer in a far-off land. So here's the Samo, our cosmic muse, streaming and singing, lighting the fuse. In her universe she'll always shine. Major Cypher, star of her time.
Major Summer in the zone, streaming fun all night long. Jiggities in every tone, join the hype, feeling strong. Boopsie might not agree, best in all the lands we see. From Canada, she's the star, streaming bright, near and far. Party here, party there, Major Samo in the air. Jiggities everywhere, Major Samo, show you care. Party here, party there,
Basically, he was a geek, sir.
There's a whole room full of geeks up there just dying to get their hands on this.
I believe that I can win!
We got a whole room full of geeks coming in. Oh my goodness gracious. Omicron, Gimnon, Ballybomb, DJ
Giggity,
Epic,
giggity, giggity.
Larry's in the house.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gracious, Stonewall is here, Texas. Map. Hello, Stonewall.
I believe the Canucks of Vancouver are superior
Lasso.
warriors.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
We're on a
Raiders,
mission,
thank
you
so
I
much,
believe
Mr.
that I
Red
can
Goose,
win.
for
I
the
believe
raid.
that I can
My
win.
dear
I
friend.
believe that I can win. I believe that I can win.
Yeah.
Gosh, what a fun night it was. Betty Hill is in the house. Bender the robot. Thank you so
Giggity,
much for the 5
giggity,
biddies. Benny Hill.
giggity.
Kilroy is here.
All right.
Scribbler. 100 bits, thank you. Scribbler, have you figured out how to do your special new walk on?
I could really go for a pickle right now.
I've got a couple of new things in prep for Arc Fall Party on Monday, though. I'm just saying. Good time over to Lazarus Arbach. Hello, this is the house. Raiders, if you don't know me, my name is Samo, and this is the Gate Room. Gray Sabers, thank you so much. 10 biddies. We're at 70%. Just kidding. Wasuk, 100 biddies. We're at 70-something% to try kick off a hype train on this Friday night.
Reveal your secrets.
Penny White with some secrets. Well, first of all, right off the bat, it's Incursions night, so I'm in my battle gear. We know Major Samo is all about peace and love in the galaxy. She wants nothing but goodness in the world. But then comes Incursions. She will whoop you if she needs. So she is literally wearing on her body the Q cannon. Also happens to be from some super fun concert action, but I look at it, it's one of my battle shirts. And I got the Samo camo. Thank you, Dr. Woodsy, 7 stream streak. Oh my gosh, we're at 88% of a hype train. As I, well, Sheaves, this is actually one of my real berets. This is actually from, the times when I got these too. So thank you. Yeah, you're here for the space leaks.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Yes, I can whoop you and still talk about how much I love you. Darth Samo, activate! Do I have fake berets? Oh yeah, I got some like cutie patootie, you know, I am a French girl going around Paris having the croissant and the espresso and a bit of wine and fromage. You know, I got like cutesy girl beret things, but this is one of my, do I have a raspberry beret? I actually do have a maroon beret, which is from a very specialized type of military, and I'm honored to have one. But anyways, I totally just like flung off a piece of my headphone just now in my excitement, and I'm fetching a secret to reveal. Don't worry, everybody, we're going to get into Star Trek Fleet Command. I got a big list in the captain's log this evening to go through. Oh, there it is. As I search. Don't let the hype train die. We got 91%, everybody, to kicking it off. We have a minute left. That's far too happy for 3 a.m. Do we're gonna get like down and dirty at 3 a.m. over Toad?
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Cheers. Okay, I got some secrets. Bacon fish with 25. We're at 99%, everyone. I feel so Italian sometimes on stream. Cheers. I feel so Italian. Broken Wolf with another 50 biddies. Thank you so much. We are officially in Hype Train. We achieved level 1, so we're off to the races as we're getting ready to whoop. And I have some secrets right here. Speaking of, you were trying to say, you know, the kind of raspberry beret you find in a thrift shop or what have you. But look what was actually found in a thrift shop. Does everybody remember my slippers from the Star Trek cruise? No, Overtoad, it's not that. Scribbler, you told them, and you was right. You knew the secondhand store. Yes, that's the one. I'm just thinking, take me to the, no, not candy shop. Why am I thinking of the thrift shop. I got $20 in my pocket. I'm coming. Everybody bottom. This is awesome. Anyways, you all know what I'm talking about. But there was a whole bag of gold. Secret, spoiler alert. Oh, quick flash. And take me down to the paradise city where the and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me down? Yeah. Thank you so much, Vonatar85, coming on down to the major Samo city here at the gate room. Thank you for the follow. It's good to have you. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the game. I clearly know a lot of songs and forget the specific lyrics, but I just got the music in my heart. I have to sing the Macklemore, the old Macklemore song about thrifting. It is the Macklemore song. Don't you be disrespected, although you are correct. But I just have to qualify that as the Macklemore song. And I think Odat Walt knows what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the follow. Cheers. Adva with 100 biddies, 2.5 minutes. We're 8% in. And I did ask the question about the Star Trek slippers. I think I've shown them on stream before, surely. But to jog a memory, they may look something like this. Oh yeah, look at that instant focus. Camera loves this guy. Come on, look at that Galileo. If you're not quite sure about what... That was me. I accidentally hit some crazy frog. If you're not quite sure what I mean about the cruise slippers, surely I've shown. But, you know Mini-Me? You know there's Mini-Me? And then there's Dr. Evil. It's like, that's the little guy. That's a proper guy. Surely I've shown these slippers, have I not? Oh my gosh. Yes, they're as big as my torso. And this was part of my pajama night, the Gorn pajama party on the Star Trek cruise. I had to actually waddle. To be able to walk in these because the feet they couldn't be as close as they normally are as I walk because they're so broad. Oh my gosh, we're at 91% of a hype train. We've got about 30 seconds left. 91% everybody. How much more can we do? Maybe I'll give a free secret if we can get to the next level of hype train. We'll get a free secret out of the bag. 100 biddies, we're at 96%. Wasik, thank you so much. Thank you. Don't walk down the stairs, Dr. Woodsy. The cruise was nothing but stairwells, which I would always take because... Scribbler, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Tapped out. You may be bit poor, Scribbler, but you are not poor of heart and love and generosity and love from your friends. Thank you. That gets level 2 hype train. Can we get level 3? We're at 3%, 4.5 minutes on the clock. I gotta give another secret because I said I would.
I could really go for a pickle right now.
Oh! Maybe it's a cop-out secret, but just like I have the double slippers... I want to make a bunch of jokes now about, like, a pair of shuttlecraft. Pew pew! There's so many things I want to say. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's Friday night, everybody. We can have some fun. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Monsieur Davrick. Here we go. Does the smaller shuttlecraft light up like the 25th anniversary ornament? Unfortunately, I don't think these guys do.
We're on a mission, you nit.
Destros, yeah, let me check. Y'all ready for this? Okay, I don't know where the stand went, but I feel like I need to be doing a magic trick here. I don't know what's going on. I've not actually counted how many. It's a whole bag, and I know there's lots of stuff. I didn't actually realize there were so many shuttlecrafts before now. Do I need to do a giveaway of some sort, everybody? Do I need to plan a giveaway? I have a big event coming up next month that I'm looking to see what people would be interested in. What could be fun? What could be going on? Do I need to be, like, creating a Star Trek shuttle game and giveaway? Let's think about this. 0 G's would be good with me giving him my RSS. Well, what a lovely transition that is into the world of me not giving away a darn thing. Because every day I'm shuttling. Speaking of Macklemore. Every day I'm shuttling. Sent a ship to hazard space and forgot it's half dead. Valley. I send ships to hazard space and they fully dead. All the time. Although admittedly...
Reveal your secrets.
Okay, apparently we're not done with that bag, everybody. Let's bring it back. When Professor Snape tell you to reveal your secrets, you got to. Moopsie, thank you.
Reveal your secrets.
Okay, Moopsie, you know, this is a public stream. I can't reveal all the things if you keep redeeming. Goodness gracious. But thank you. That's another 200 biddies towards the hype train.
Reveal your secrets.
Okay, I've never had a hype of secret train. We're at 30%, just over a minute left. Thank you. I swear there's things besides the shuttle. For example, look at this. We got the real deal. And it really loves to focus tonight. This is nice. And look at this one. Oh, dang it. Oh my gosh, look. It just took a second.
Reveal your secrets.
Oopsie. I'm starting to blush over here. Yep, NCC 1701. It does light up. I was going to say it has a switch, but
Reveal
I thought we need to...
your secrets.
We have 30 seconds. We're halfway through. Like, there's a switch. I thought you'd see, though, there's a little screw. I thought I'd need to replace a battery or something.
Reveal your secrets.
How many did you redeem? We're at 59%. That was very enterprising of you. Oh my goodness. That is so amazing. Okay, I've got to keep things aside. I've already lost count of how many secrets. I'm going to have to go through the whole dang bag. What is that? Benny Hill, you have no idea. I've only been streaming, you know... Oh gosh, I don't even want... Is it a year and a half? It's crazy. I've been streaming longer than I realized, but there are so many secrets left to reveal. And we're now in a level 4 hype train. We're trying for a level 4 hype train. What will I do? What will happen? It's a Friday night, y'all. It's a Friday night. And you want... Here's a secret. Here's a secret. Not out of the bag. Here's a secret. It's Friday night. It's been a week. I am probably gonna get a little bit into some feels tonight later on. Because some stuff happened this week and a thing happened yesterday. And in honor of something, I did have a Friday night beverage prepared for stream. So cheers, everybody. There's a secret. Samo's having a Friday. But another secret. Look at this. I don't even know what or where or how this is from. It has a switch as well, but unfortunately, when I've tried it, oh! Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? I kept trying to do this switchy thingy, but there was a button thingy. A fleet Voltron. What will I do with it? One of the rules of stream, bacon fish indeed. Tricky has one of these ships right in front of them, apparently. Very cool. Burnt pork, they're I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Danny, did he do it? Did Ovi actually do it? I was watching the game earlier a bit, and then I had to come here and be ready for stream, and also I was watching Rev because he's enchanting, and I loved the guy. So, I mean, you can see, wait, where is it? Look at the mug right up there. I was drinking out of it the other day. Look at this! Okay, I wanna get it a bit closer. Look at this.
Resistance is futile. Freedom is irrelevant. Self-determination is irrelevant. You must comply.
You must comply. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. That was a good secret. So that's 3 more secrets. I think I have 1 more secret. You heard it loud and clear. I'm so happy. That is so flippin' cool. That is amazing. If I'm building a fleet, obviously I'm going for a promotion. Commodore Samo. Well, Ballybomb, we can only hope. By the way, just over a minute left. We're still trying to get through a level 4 hype train. But, you know, it's all good, man. If not, we can just drown ourselves in a swarm of sorrow with our Frankie. Yes, I got a Franklin. It looks like this is a button. I don't know. It is not a button. Oh, but there is a little thing for a battery. And yes, I purposely did not try these out beforehand. I wanted to be surprised on stream, live, with my phone. So it appears to be a button. Oh! Okay, I feel like that did actually activate and have a little bit of a click. I think this one might be a little bit broken, just like the swarm loop in the game. It is old, it is done, it needs to go away because its batteries have died. To quote one of my favorite movies in the world, Batarazis! Anybody who knows what that quote is from gets extra space cookies. Fleet Commander Samo. Oh, Voltron. I wish. Now we need the beats and the shouting. Indeed. Or a new battery. No, Destros. While Fifth Element is one of my new movies, my favorite movies, well done for knowing, that quote is not from there. Mad Hatter! Mad Hatter gets it. He gives another quote. Aziz! Lights! Wait, no, sorry. That was Fifth Element. Oh my gosh. Leon. Sorry. Leon gets it. Yes, it is True Lies. It's True Lies. It was True Lies, indeed. Disco! Are you kidding me right now? Disco! Disco, I messaged you on 4, if not 5 different platforms today, and I never heard back from you. Disco, where have you been? I'm sorry, I'm gonna reveal one of your secrets right now. Y'all, Disco was in territory this morning, and she was not shielded. I was screaming at her. The Alliance was screaming at her. I am in-game, Discord, WhatsApp, and text. Everybody's messaging me. Hey, do you know how to get to Disco? We need to protect Disco. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a Friday. She's probably at school. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was worried, Voltron, there might be a boot and loot. Honestly, I would have advocated, Disco, that you be allowed back in the Alliance, but I was worried about a boot and loot. I was so stressed all day for you. Oh my dear. Victor, I know. Tisk tisk, like Game of Thrones meme. Shame. But you know, sometimes work and life, we all must be forgiven. But it was very scary and sad, and honestly, I mean, I'm a big old mushball. I may look tough right now. I'm a big old mushball, and I was just worried about Disco. I was like, I literally messaged her on 4 different platforms. No replies, nothing. I was like, what if something happened? But I'm a big old paranoid mushball, because I just love my people, and oh dear. Disco, we'll move on. We'll move on. Life is more important. We're not going to shame you. It's all good. You're already feeling it from some raid. Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. Yep. We never know when these things are going to happen. So there's no preparing. There's no, oh, I'll just preemptively know crisis will fall and I'll put up a 3-day shield. I'll put up a 7-day shield. I'll descend into the darkness. Sometimes we can't predict it. It happens. But all to say, how is everybody's incursions going? Please report in. We're finally getting into game stuff now. Please report in. What server are you? Who are you fighting? And how are your scores? I'm fighting 29 right now. Everybody in 29, shout out. I know Zero Jesus here. I know Gray Sabers is here. We started off a lot worse than this. We are clawing our way back. It ain't over till it's over. You know, people love to say it was lost in the first half hour. But it's not. It's not. We were a sliver this morning, and now we're almost halfway. How's everybody doing? Destros losing by 1 quadrillion to 54. Absolutely, Victor. Real life takes over. Ballybum argues, no, game is life. How's everyone doing? What else is going on? 15 versus 27, very boring for Free the Nukes. 1.7 quad versus 1.12 quad. Yeah, I've done all the SMSs and all that jazz. Sometimes I like to just have fun in the PvP system. Like, I'll just go on runs to the PvP system the whole time. Because you can see, I just this morning, why did that flip over? Just this morning, I was doing, there we go. I got a nice quick 46 wins. A nice quick 46 wins for the Incursions champion. I'm still number 21 for invader damage, even though the only PvPing I did was maybe within an hour first thing this morning. Somebody asked the important question. For me, often Incursions is not how have you raided, who have you fought, you know, this, that, the other. It's how many loot exos have you taken advantage of, and what have you been doing? To me, Incursions, for quite the long last while, is Loot Exo Day. And what have I been doing? Indeed, really quick, because in fact, I do need to pop another Loot Exo that I've been saving for with you guys tonight. I'm actually doing the stuff I'm really worried and stressed about tonight with you guys on stream. I've been saving my Cerritos. I've been saving my Titan. We're going to try to do the tricky stuff, see how much we can fit in. It is, of course, the Krenum and the Revenant. I got in the easy stuff earlier today, which is the FKR G6. I kid you not, and I kick myself that I didn't get a screenshot. I had 69 starts for uncommon G6 solos as of this morning. I had 6,900 directives giggity. Free the nukes, thank you.
Right.
I happen to have 6,900, which is
Giggity,
69
giggity,
starts.
giggity. Alright.
I knew you all would enjoy that. I'm so choked I don't have the photographic evidence, but I swear, you know that Samo is nothing but a honest. We started the day giggity, and I spent all 69. I now have enough loot for full pulls of uncommon for more than a month, meaning I can get to the next Incursions.
Giggity, giggity. Alright.
Remember, you get 300 directives a day. You get 3 starts every day for the uncommon G6 solos. And I can now, with a single ship, full loot crew, and warp, because warp is a thing, because I only still have my Enterprise D. I am still G5 ships trying to see how much
We're
we can
on
do
a
in G6
mission,
world.
you nit.
Dr. Woodsy, we doing it. And I can do...
So Juby asked me, if Dr. Juby had 9 pints and led the bar in a classic Russian song, how many more pints will he have? Ah, the old calculating pints and songs riddle. Hey, if Dr. Juby's
Hi,
already
Juby.
had 9 pints and is belting out a Russian classic, I reckon they're well on their way to pint number 10 or more. But let's be honest, their throat's only getting wetter with each note. So let's say 2 more pints for that true bard experience. They'll be singing like a drunken vampire at a blood buffet. Bat.
We got a bat! We got a bat! Thank you, Juby. Welcome in. What do you think about the hockey? Juby, are you watching the hockey, bro? Are you going out for a rip? Watching a little hockey. What do you think? Ovi. You watched, you drank, still drinking. Destros knows, yeah. Juby's in fine sporting form. Bender is on 51, going against 32. Best of luck to ya. Rev has a lot of loot research. Voltron is how you gotta be. Peace out, Juby. Enjoy the bar. Cheers to you. My bar is here at home. It is a lot cheaper and safer. And I have the stream, so no alternative. Anywho, these are all, this loot is all from 65 uncommons, which can only, for my G5 ship, even max, my Enterprise D's max, I have to put on Grush, but I can otherwise have DeJosh, who of course is loot, but then an Armada useful officer ability. What a shock. And my 5 of 11 on the side, 100% loot, no usefulness against Armadas. She is pure loot. So I'm very proud that I can have a pure loot and a pure warp, and then a vaguely useful plus loot officer. I can punch up and do 3 uncommon G665s in one run after I relocate to Endron Delta. I move my base to Endron Delta. All I do is I take my NX-01, bring it out of my station, peek into Endron Delta, recall the NX-01, and then because you're peeking into Endron Delta, you can actually move your base. And then right here in Fjorn, which always makes me think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know, we won awards for the fjords of Norway. Or, I think it was Norway, wasn't it? The fjords. So I always think Fjorn. I think Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And the uncommons are there. It is a hazard system. But even so, I can go in totally unbuffed with warp, loot and officer. And I can do 3 in a row of these 65 uncommons. I also did, just over here, Holst is where the epics of 64, the level 64 epics are here in Holst. And again, same total loot crew, no buffs, no nothing. I could probably do 2 in a row of the 64 epics. I was always a little bit paranoid. I would do 1 in a row. And honestly, I didn't have that many directives because I've been saving up any rare directives for loot, exo, etc. This is my first chance, my first opportunity, my first month where I've been using these loot exos to really dive into the G6 solos. So next month it's only going to be better because, as I said, I now have enough uncommon loot for full pulls. The whole month I will have so many rare directives after. I can run those, get so many epics. It's all uphill from here. So 64 epics, no problemo. And my the biggest thing I'm proud of is over here in Persephone are these 66 rares, which I can also do full loot crew plus the warp. No buffs, no nothing. So, of course, could I maybe be doing even better, like fuller loot crew if I had a 63 ship, which doesn't need Grush for the warp once it hits a certain level? It's a thing. As of right now, I'm still probably maybe not going to get a 63. I don't know, the way the economy is, how much it costs to actually get up to a useful level versus a maxed G5 epic. Yes, it has the natural warp range, but is it actually more powerful when you come out here? You know, you're a tier 4 or 5, maybe you can get out here, but how many below deck slots do you have? How good are your actual abilities? The 63s, you know, did I do Armada XO2 or just loot? Honestly, I did like 100% damage XO, which I've never even known if that works on Armadas or not. It doesn't say hostile Armada or anything. It just says 100% damage. So no, I did not do any Armada XOs. Voltron, I thought about it. I do have 500% Armada damage XOs. I did not use a single one. No. So there were no buffs. There were no buffs. Gamer Benji, that's exactly it. The more and more I think about it, and by the way, congrats on Ops 58. You're totally going to be 59 by the end of the arc. Gamer Benji, I have full faith in you. It's so awesome. Go to 60. 60's amazing. Destro says, it will never be stronger than your G5 Epic. Science Man Jules showed it right down to the numbers in the presentations. Yeah, Lexel, that's why I don't count the 100% damage EXO as any kind of buff. Like, if you actually look at the stuff, and I'm sure Spock's Club could show me somewhere, I'm sure my basic damage EXOs are in the thousands. So what is 100 gonna do? I did not do any boosts. 46 for Silver Tab. Definitely go to 50. Absolutely go to 50. Get your Tribune. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Absolutely. Yep. Tier 9 Tribune gonna whoop so much. 60's the plan for Benji. 59 guaranteed though. Moopsy declares 69 till the end of time. Can we get some gigaties? A lot of people actually are thinking things like that, you know.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Alright. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Alright.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, even when G7 comes out, end of the year, November, there will be those who go through, but there's still a lot of people, the kind of players who are hanging at 67, 8, 9. I don't know if they're going to immediately dive in. It's going to be really interesting to see. I'm very excited. Destros, you can call it what you want. Remember, everybody, remember, I'm going to go Super Samo for this. I'm going to go Super Samo. I do not have an NDA. I have no secret insider information or sources or leaks or official affiliation. I have not been offered any kind of NDA. And so the things that I say, the timelines I speculate upon, are purely my own thoughts and conclusions and logistical postulations based on the trends and timelines of the game, the things I see coming out, my suppositions, indeed. Destros, there are doctors for that. High G6s are a pain as it is. LOL. G7 will be crazy. Defo need a rebalance in power scaling. It's not that Moopsy can't go to 70. They don't want to. 69. Moopsy's amazing. Don't care what anyone says. They'll go to 70 of their own accord. Power to the people. A lot of people are doing that these days. And sure, doll David. And that's the thing, though, about any generational gap. Good evening, Dark Tree, my friend. Thank you so much for the lurk. So good to, again, so good to see you back at it with us. Oh, sure, Destros, sure, But that's one of the things with the generations. It's a big thing in a lot of cases, and every time a new one comes, everything else gets easier, as is evidenced by the insane focus they're given to G4 right now. The absolutely mad focus. Full obvious, they've said it. We want G4 going up. G7, this is tinfoil hat, and I was discussing this with the Warp Drive 5. My amazing, beautiful, wonderful friends who are going to be with me for, you know what's coming here. Wait for it, wait for it. What's Monday, everybody? What's Monday? It is on the wrong monitor, over there. Booyah! Arcfall, this Monday. I'm so honored to be hosting this amazing panel once again, possibly other surprise guests. I'm just saying. Surprise guests, you never know. But yeah, this Monday I was supposed to host like the last 1 or 2 times, whatever. I was unable. I had to defer. Thank you endlessly to them for picking up. That's what we do. We support each other. When one can't jump on, another will. But I am gonna be there no matter what. This Monday, April 7, 8 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. We are continuing on until the game shuts down. We're going until maintenance. We are the world premiere show of the full detailed 100% patch notes for the month. Everything new, not just this new ship, which we're going to talk about, but the new officers, their abilities, artifacts, forbidden tech, chaos tech, fleet commanders. You never know what's gonna happen. It's the Yark. Indeed. Mad Hatter thinks that G7 is going to be coming faster than most people think. Absolutely. If everybody wants to spam Cap Jesse, we love him so much. We do always want him with us. So if you ever want to, give that little message to him, he is still part of the Warp Drive 5 and in our hearts. But anywho, we've been talking a lot about this G4 push. Some of us are still in G4. Some have their alt accounts in G4. And it is wild what they're doing with these, extra super duper. Like 160 chests. And it's funny because you pull it and you see the numbers and you realize if that's 160 chests worth of stuff, how bad has the refinery been this whole time? It is an opportunity. Of course, I encourage everybody to full pull this as they are able. Mo mats, mo better. However, if this is the strategy to try and encourage G4s to go up, it's quite amusing and sad to think how disconnected they might be from the actual game and the actual needs of the players, because we don't need mats. Yes, we always need mats. We always need mats. We especially, epics. But the true bottlenecks, this day and age, Revenants coming out, Bajoran exists, this exists, that exists. Materials is the last thing I personally would ever recommend as the thing to give to encourage people to go up. They need ship parts. Many generations need tritanium. Everybody needs latinum and speed ups. G4 particularly, when they changed the dailies around, so much latinum sourcing went away. And it was never that much, but on a daily basis and things kind of add up. Latinum is very important for G4. There's just so many things. I personally, from my various gaming experiences, the people I talk to, which is just more and more every day, the other streams that I see of people in various content categories, materials is the last thing anybody needs. We're so good for materials, especially as more and more people get the Revenant. And speaking of the Revenant and specialty ships, let's talk about the new ship, which, as I 100% predicted, I've said it's gonna be Revenant equivalent for ship parts, and it was predicted new solos, harder solos, possibly a ship for solos. Now, several things. I actually really wish I had my camera. I'm going to be switching back a little bit. I'm going to be switching back and forth a little bit. I'm going to get rid of my Alliance chat here because, perhaps maybe even I'll go big for just a little bit. Lots of people have been saying, wow, what an ugly piece of garbage. I am so uninspired. I love the look of the new ship. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm in my little Samo relentlessly optimistic rose-colored glasses zone. Oh. Speaking of, hold up. I realized this should be a feature. What if I had to redeem? For my rose-colored glasses. And I just go on a little rant where I show how much I love and appreciate all the goodness of the game? Or should it be the opposite? Should I do the rose-colored glasses as a redeem to rant about, to go against my optimism and actually go on a rant about the game? Would any of these things be intriguing to you guys? Should I do a relentlessly positive rant? Or should I have a rose-colored glasses rant? You know, like Rev has his swear redeem and stuff like that. Vardy, 24 Gen, you would like actual rants. Please, chat, tell me what you want. I've been thinking how I've got some new emotes and stuff lately, some new emojis, some new GIF stuff, but I want to do a little bit of a shake-up. We're heading into spring, heading into summer. I want to do a little bit of a shake-up of the things that we can do and enjoy. Please let me know. But anywho, rose-colored glasses. I love that it's an ugly piece of garbage. And that a Klingon once said it should be hauled away as garbage, says Belair. It's not another loop, though, Brissinger. I mean, it kind of is. Anyways, the reason I love that it's an ugly piece of garbage is because it's realistic. Why does every ship have to be a slick, sexy piece of, tall drink of spaceship? That is so unrealistic. And maybe I've just been thinking about shows like The Expanse lately, which just seems so much more raw and real and believable. And I found this amazing astrophysicist. She's a professor at Harvard. She's an adorable, young, brilliant scientist. And she has this YouTube page where one of her things is she gets episodes of sci-fi television requested to her, and she goes through the episode from her scientific perspective. And she's a nerd. She loves stuff. She'll give credit when they do good things. And I just watched an episode of The Expanse of her episodes. She watched this one episode of The Expanse, and there was a whole thing about they're in a station that their artificial gravity is by, the cylindrical motion method. And so this dude was like pouring a glass of water, but it all had to be weird and janky because it's not just going to pour perfectly, because you're not just on Earth pouring your gravity's coming down. Like, it was weird. And she had to pause the episode and be like, oh my gosh, this attention to detail, this realism. And you know what? The ships in Expanse, the stations, the people, the equipment, it felt so much more real. No offense in things like sexy, shiny Enterprises. And so this boxy mess piece of garbage, I was like, heck flippin' yeah. Look at our space stations up there. They're jigsaw puzzles of mess from decades of countries across the planet, and it is beautiful. So, you know what? I do not mind that this thing looks like this thing. I do not mind at all. She's done STNG. She did the movie Contact. Of course, the first episode, I discovered her because somebody said she did an episode of Stargate. And she gave some compliments. And it was a really fun thing. So, Timbo, yeah. But anywho, I'm okay with this ship looking like a mess because that's what art stuff all looks like. Key features. So one of the things is just more waves. It's more waves. And you know what? I think solo waves are one of the best things that's ever happened to this game. I absolutely adore solo waves. Give me all solo waves possible. If these solo waves are harder and they give me mo currency and they give me access to mo better research and they give me access to more officer sourcing and it gives me more access to the sweet holy grail of more ship parts. Some people will consider it a new loop because it will be, I believe, a new directive, and there is one new currency, which is the currency to upgrade the ship itself. But it gives the new solo wave credits. It still gives mirror and classic. It is further steps to get rid of the outrageous time sink and dependence on other players for a full 10 wave, 5 people who know what they're doing with the right ships without their games crashing, etc., etc. I'm all for new waves. Will the new waves be impossible without the new ship? Probably, Bread Day, yes. Unless you're punching down a generation or two, this is a consideration. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we are completely out of control with specialty ships. We're out of control. People are 1, 2, 3, 4 specialty ships behind still. Because sure, you can say 90-day sourcing, free to play, and some of them have been getting better about day one sourcing off the bat. But some of that sourcing is, you know, arenas. Who's actually getting that ship in the 90 days from maximum arenas, full pull every day, ultra, double? That's how you get a new specialty ship in 90 days. I understand they gotta make money. I don't think they'll cut down on these 90 days. 90 to 100 days for the new ships. But you gotta help the old ones. If people are getting 2, 3, 4 ships behind, this is a problem. They need to be at the Alliance tournaments. They need to be in event stores. Independent archives. Taco Milk knows what I mean. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Independent archives needs to be stepping the flip up. Because there's still about 8 ships that need to go into the independent archives before we can get all these new, much more relevant ships in there with the things that independent archives gives. For a lot of us, it's like, oh, good, we don't have to go do these stupid claims. But every single one of them has been giving efficiencies for actually finishing the ships if you haven't yet. So, imagine if Vindicators and Protectors and all these things could be in here so people can actually even acquire the ship, maybe, somehow. I don't know. We are so out of control with specialty ships, and they're trying to push people to their next generations. But what is that? What is pushing people from G4 to G5, G5 to G6? What does that mean? More FKR ships. So not only are you overwhelming with specialty ships, you're trying to push people into the new generations and force them into their new FKR ships as well. And there's no ship parts for any of it. Until maybe the new ship. So, it's just wild. It's just wild. So what I'm saying about the new ship is, especially if it is actually the new Revenant for ship parts, it is completely game-changing. It's so essential. It has the new research trees. It has the officer sourcing. It's more solo wave stuff, which you have so many other good stuffs. but it's coming from a place of such overwhelming specialty. We'll have to wait and see how things are doing. Also, the questions of if it's so essential, but, you know, for G6 people, will it even work for the G6 solo waves? Maybe it's the ultra powerful for the G4s, G5s, you're pushing up, but it's always the question of when does it become relevant for your generation? A lot of these specialty ships for, you know, if they're releasing G7, they really want their G6s, their whales to go hard, but a lot of these specialty ships have been useless until you can get them up to tier 15, 16, 17, 18. Everything is so generational, which is why they're trying to push up so much, because they want people as closely knit as possible, so they only have to focus on 2 or 3 generations. As soon as G7 comes out, G4 is done. Like, G3 is done, right? They outies with G4. They want everybody G5+, which is fair. They know they can't keep up with 7 generations. So it's going to be really interesting. I mean, how everything has been so G4. It's wild. And G4s, I would love to hear. Please, everybody in G4, are these things helping you? Are you being motivated to go up? Do you feel you're ready? G5 really is so much. It's so easy to go into compared to what it was. G6, same, at least for the first couple of ops levels. Who is feeling they are ready now? Who's stoked? Who's getting the extra mats? Who's starting to get the ships and see how they can help? Or is the more specialty and the more they're like, push up, are you digging in and being like, no bro, I'm playing my own game? I want to know every opinion. Drunkard Tanker, first time chat, thank you so much. Welcome into the conversation. You say you level once about every 2 months. G4 is great if you slow down. Too many underpowered G4s, thinks Mad Hatter. I don't know. It's a wild thing. Yep, so, I mean, with the amount, you say underpowered, but then we have things like artifacts, buildings, mirror research trees. You both see underpowered, and then you see ridiculous things. Like this. A Saladin. That's a level 20s ship. Soloing the epic 60 Armada. We actually have an ad going, I just realized right now. We're ending in about 10 seconds, so I'll leave this up for a minute. Okay, I think we're back from an ad. We have 20s ships beating the top original FKR armadas. Like, the game is wild, y'all. There are so many facets. There's so much power creep. There's so many metas. It's just absolutely nuts. Like, what is a balancing of the game again? Sheppy is G4, just went to level 50, but want to sit there, hang out, catch up research, get some ships. You've got the N-to-A, which is brilliant, Sheppy. Congratulations, is awesome. But, you know, still haven't managed to get the Revenant, the Relativity. As I said, the specialty ship over saturation is just so insane now. It's so insane now. Brissinger, no, bro, I'm playing my own game. You know? Some of the officers coming out. That makes such a huge difference. You know, I'm never a fan of one thing that just overhauls everything, and we just have so much flippy floppy. You know, I'm on a boat with my flippy floppies. I'm in the game with my flippy flopping power. It's just wild. It's just wild. I'm really gonna have to start getting to my stuff though. We are an hour in, and it's such important things to talk about. I have my whole list here, but I do want to, you know, we even have other things like the Admiral Recruit update. Flippin' finally! There's just so much going on this week. We have two updates, by the way. If you didn't see the note, we actually have two maintenances coming. We have one, for me, it's basically Sunday night, like 1 in the morning, Sunday to Monday. And then the classic maintenance that Warp Drive 5 is going to take you to Monday night to Tuesday, the full biggin. But be aware there are going to be two maintenance. But here we go. This is finally changing over to some vaguely relevant officers, which is very exciting. I'm just bringing it up. Where did they? Oh, here we go. No, that's the officer sourcing from the new guys. Is it not actually a website? Is it just an in-game announcement? Is it just an in-game announcement? Hold up. Wait a minute. Here we go, yes. I'm thrilled about this. This is a good thing. Admiral Recruit Chest finally changing. They claimed it would be about quarterly. Oh, by the way, I think the rose-colored glasses can come off. It's already like a headache to have headwear and headphones. I don't know how Rev like always is wearing a hat. I get headaches. So when you add glasses as well. Anyways, thrilled about this. Updating to Strange New World Sam Kirk, James Kirk, and Mbenga, plus Mirror, Curette, and Mirror Picard. Chef. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Dr. Iron Chef. I was just talking about Arc Fall. Pokecatch, that's what I'm trying to type. Yes, independent archives. Absolutely. Lol David saying one of the biggest things in the game preventing people from opting up is time! Not enough time! There's just too many flipping loops, which is why the independent archives is so flipping brilliant. Get rid of all that old nonsense. If you're adding in these billions new specialty ships every year, we need the time to do those new things. Get rid of the old stuff. But yeah, we have new officers. I personally use Sam Kirk every single day. I often use Mbenga as well. Mirror Picard, supposedly, you know, one of the good PvP kind of things. Just basically anything's better than the pick officers. Except for Pick Beverly. Has anybody ever used any of the pick officers? I do use Archer Trip Phlox like once a month. Phlox I use every day. He's on my silent team. He's well, no, I guess I don't do silence every day either. Phlox is not bad for a couple of things, you know, but I find SMW has certainly more potential than anything pick. And for the PvP people, Kira and Picard there. Mirror, Kira, and Picard. I think these are better. Yeah, Thundo just throws pick officers maybe in an away mission. Sure. Flocks for cube grinding. It's funny, I don't really do silent grinding or cube grinding much anymore. Silence is really easy for me now. Even, you know, I just went up to 64. I'm in the new G6 rare silent category. I have no problem filling my cargo and running home. Borg Cube I do on Thursdays with my Vindicator. I go to the highest Bajoran armadas. I kill an armada with them both, which fills my cube. I zap a level 60 Explorer. I do that a couple of times until my Vindicator event is done, and that keeps me able to at least do a single pull of the Borg Cube every week. I don't remember the last time I went out and was like, I have to Borg Cube grind. Maybe this is a special circumstance of mine. I don't know. Tell me what y'all have to do. A Powell is currently Ops 58, but these new ships are just less and less exciting when none of them are useful until 6 months after release. Assuming you buy the ship day one, add 3 months to that timeline just to source, then eventually you have to build them up to the possibility they're even useful in any way. Yeah, the oversaturation of specialty is insane. Grinding during Incursions is exhilarating, wait and see. Especially when you just discovered simulated Ferengi. What's simulated Ferengi, wait and see? I don't know what you're talking about. There's so many baddies. It's funny, the other day somebody was asking me, what's your crew for this baddie? I was like, I have no idea what you mean. And then they named like the 3 specific sub-baddies for the overall baddom. And I was like, I still have no idea what you mean. And then I realized it was the Revenant stuff. Apparently that's the Q continuum, and there's like specific names of the baddies to actually grind for the like this stuff. I think the Chaos modules. And it's just become so overwhelming with the sub and the sub and the sub that I call a lot of things like by their ship name. It's the Revenant stuff. It's okay, I admit I say the Krenim stuff. It's Borg stuff. There's too much to keep up with. There's a lot of umbrellas now. But speaking of keeping up with stuff, we gotta start doing some flippin' stuff. We need a Cerritos. We need a Titan. And yes, as we go in, talked about that. I talked about how I did the FKRs. My usual rant. We need more Titan juice. We need more Cerritos juice. We need more boosty woosty, because to keep up with anything is absolutely outrageous. We do not have enough stuff. We have to do too many things. Archive things. Give us more boosts. Give us more directives. It's outrageous. If you want to encourage people pushing up, this nonsense bit of refinery boost is not going to do it. We need the more ship parts. We need the stuff. If you actually want people to jump generations, give everyone a free treasury. If everybody got a free treasury, spring special, a one-off, here's some broken de-sealing rods. I guarantee there's going to be a bunch of generation jumps. But being like, here's another ship in 100 days from now, after you've got a little bit of some basic mats, it's not going to do it. Oh, regarding the new ship, I have something absolutely hilarious. Destros, I do see you, by the way. I do see you, yes. Yes. Ship parts acceleration. Stuff. Which is huge. Here's an absolutely hilarious thing I want to show from... Is it in the SCFC General? Here we go. Ah, yes! I think this is just way too funny. Somebody's reaction to the new ship was this. Benny Hill says, facts. Danny says, about right. Mad Hatter's laughing. Y'all, if any of you guys do not get what this is from, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Because how can you call yourself a Star Trek fan, a sci-fi fan, a nerd? We got to have that merchandising. Wild Star is in the house, my darling. How are you doing? It's so great to see your name. Zero G's barf. Gimnon gets it. We using the Schwartz, Victor. May the Schwartz be with you. I feel like some yogurt all of a sudden. Suddenly I feel like some yogurt. I feel like we're going into ludicrous speed rolling. We're going right to plaid. We've gone plaid. Oh, Gimnon. Jinx. I tell you, I was howling with laughter. We need Tim Russ from Spaceballs character. You know, we've got two Tuvoks now, right? The opportunity of doing a Spaceballs crossover to bring in maybe not Tuvok, but more Tim Russ. Because I tell you, after the Star Trek cruise, when I found out, when I got to witness in person the actual rock star that Tim Russ is, and I'm not playing with you. He's out there playing. He had, what, 3 guitars up on stage that he's going through? And his voice, he is singing. He's got this little bit like growly, scratchy, rock and roll, flippin' voice. He's out there belting. Tim Russ, y'all, is a rock star. It was one of the best nights of the whole cruise, seeing him and his it was a drummer and a dude on the piano rocking the flip out with, as I said, special guest star, I kid you not, Neelix on the saxophone, as we all know is a dear part of my heart. We ain't found... This is why I need a soundboard, you guys. You know I don't swear. And it's not because I'm sweet and innocent and Canadian, beautiful and wonderful and responsible and wholesome and family show. It's a Samo thing from my whole life. It's just not my jam. We don't need to get into it. Whatever. This is one of the reasons I need a soundboard, because I gotta go, we ain't found... Beep! It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Danny! Yeah, so many of these actors we know and love, we don't realize the other skills they have. Garrett Wong is the funniest stand-up comedian I've ever seen. Tawny Newsome and Eugene Cordero. I'm a clown architect. Improv masters. Improv masters. Y'all, just like here on Twitch, we all have our screen names. We all sometimes share like what we do in real life, or maybe, you know, where we're from. But truly, so many people have these incredible skills and hobbies and passions, and maybe they're even very humble about it. They're like, oh, it's just, you know, something I enjoy, and I have a couple of friends and we do a thing every now and then. There is so much wild talent and wonder and amazingness out there in the world that we need to celebrate, we need to honor, we need to be proud of. Maybe you think like, oh, whatever, I just... But do you know how many people might dream of even getting to your level of that thing? We cannot take for granted the opportunities and the things we get to do and try and think about, and it's so awesome. It's so awesome when you're able to take advantage of opportunities or try some stuff out and experience more life. Experience more life. You know, I hope they're all on the cruise again. Absolutely. I hope so. The Delta Flyers podcast with Garrett and Robert Duncan McNeil is so funny. It's so great. It's so great. I actually just started listening to it after the cruise. I actually really did. Finally, I've known about it forever. And then, yeah, I finally started listening to some stuff. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Let's go do a thing, and then I want to expand a bit on kind of what I've been saying about awesomeness and opportunity in life. There's something I do want to talk about tonight. But let's do a bit of game first, because I do want to do some Revenant and some Krenim, and I'm just blathering on. It's Friday. Let's do some fun stuff. What shall we do first? Do we prioritize Revenant or Krenim? I can't believe I'm doing this, but you know I'm the queen of the pole. We're flying solo. We're going solo. Revenant. Krenim. It's going to be just a quick 3-minute poll. What do we want to see first? What are you having more trouble with? What do you have more questions about? What is harder to punch up for you? What are your crews? Are you more interested in Revenant thingamajiggies or Krenim whoozimawhatsits? And I do believe that is the technical terms. I can pull up some patch notes from the official site. I'm pretty sure that's what they're all called. I'm pretty sure. Okay, actually a lot of people are calling for Krenim. And so far Krenim is winning in the polls. Revenant, of course, is solos with the Revenant only. Krenim, theoretically, is the relativity. I have never used it in a solo. I've only ever used it in the group formation armadas to secure my spot in the formatas as a formata starter in the top 2 legs. Is the only time I've ever used the relativity. Although there are some fascinating statistics and numbers about how the relativity, by the time, like if folks are starting to get the relativity in their early 40s, by the time you get to the 60s, you might be able to skip faction ships because of the relativity. There's fascinating numbers with the relativity. I did save some of these graphics that I've been meaning to talk with you guys about. Here's some specialty ship battle capability. While we are talking about, oh my gosh, look at this nonsense. You guys! What did I just say about the relativity? And being able to skip things in G6. I mean, there's so much specialty ship these days that maybe in G4 you could skip FKRs. Maybe in G5 you can start skipping FKRs. Maybe G6 you could skip FKRs. Look at this flippin' nonsense. For the relativity. Shield and hull health. Yeah, you gotta get tier 15. This is why I'm saying for the people starting now, in their 40s, people free to playing even, who are just plugging along, who by the time it takes you to get to G6, you know, it's going to be a couple years maybe. And you've been working on your relativity. And look what can happen. It's ridiculous. Not just the shield and hull health, but look at the DPR. Look at the damage per round. The Borg Cube. What everybody says, you know, that's the end game ship. That's the big mother mega most powerful ship on the planet. Its DPR that flippin' heck of a much above. And its shield and hull is less than half. I can't believe this. Look at the flippin' damage of the Eviscerator. Who even talks about the Eviscerator outside of Gorn? I mean, look at the shield and hull. It is kind of like... But these numbers are so wild. It's like, who is designing these ships? And what are they on? But also, look at the Vindicator. The dude that is actually supposed to be the meat shield of things like Solos. Also... higher shield and hull than the Borg Cube, and, you know, a decent DPR, even though we all know it's not there for the DPR. It is its special abilities to absorb, because the hull and shield is the second highest of everything. And this is including, look at this, this is Minerva's, Koskari's, there's some FKRs in here. There's some 60s ships in here. Its special abilities will make this shield and hull even better. It's a fascinating discussion of what FKR ships do you go for? Even in the whole thing of, well, you need them now for Borg Cube. Yeah. But depending on your pace, depending when you get the specialty ships, what's going on? I don't know. It's so interesting. It's wild. It's wild.
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word. Sing, wolf, sing. His nose should pant,
and his lips should curl,
his cheek should flame,
and his brow should furl,
his bosom should heave,
and his heart should glow,
and his fist be ever ready for a knockdown blow.
I haven't done this in so long.
His nose should pant,
and his lips should curl, his cheek should flame, and his brow should furl, his bosom should heave, and his heart should glow, and his fist be ever ready for a knockdown blow.
Okay, got it.
Prepare the docking clamps.
Prepare the docking clamps.
His eye should flash with an inborn fire, his brow with scorn be wrong. He never should bow down to a domineering frown,
or the tang of a tyrant tongue. His heart should stamp,
and his throat should growl,
his hair should curl,
and his face should scowl,
his eyes should flash,
and his breast protrude,
and this should be his customary attitude.
Oh my goodness gracious. Timbotronic just watched this singing in show last week. I'm sorry. I was so thrown off by that. I've not had that redeem in so long. Who's been here for one of the parties where it just
Something hanky's definitely going on here, and it's up to you and I to find out what it is. Hanky? Yeah, it's a word. In what dictionary?
That was a hanky kind of situation. That's a long sea shanty. Mecca, is that your first British tar? Is that your first British tar? Voltron has definitely been here for one of the parties. I've had that thing overlapping, what, 6-7 times in the round? There are clips about... Thank you. Sometimes I forget what my own redeems are. That's Mecca's very first British tar. Do you recognize that that's, you know, Picard and Worf and Data? It's a very beloved, that's a very beloved kind of thing from the show that I'm so glad I do still have it bookmarked. Took me a minute to find, but, oh, that was fun. Thank you. As we prepare for our Crenums, which was the winner of the vote, as of right now, my crews are Janeway, Doctor, and DeMarco. On my Enterprise D, this is my below decks. Basically, you know, obviously, I got Harry Kim for the morale stuff, mitigation. Oh, hold up. Why is Chapel should not be there? Chapel should not be there. That is concerning. Why was she there for my preset? Japers! Okay, let me look at who's on the second ship. Picard, Bev, Lorca. We've got... It's an interceptor, so I gotta have BLT. Pick Hughes trying to keep it alive. Some... Wow. This is really weird. I feel like something's gone funky in my presets. Because... Okay. So 5 is the biggest defense, and we definitely
Moopsy Seth asked me, why is Major Samo so distracted, and why is it Moopsy's fault? Well, clearly Major Samo is juggling too many virtual space hot potatoes at once. And if they're distracted, who better to blame than you? Moopsy, I mean it, as part of the cosmic balance. Right? You distract them with your sheer presence and wit, and the universe ensures Major Samo's concentration takes a nosedive. It's like the law of multitasking mischief.
Well, I'm sure Dr. Juby will be very happy to finally have somebody else to blame. If Moopsy is admitting that he is to blame for all things, he's just opened up a hot potato bonanza of his own. Just putting it out there. What do y'all think? Yes, Timbotronic. Mecha Dave was also taken aback. He wants to hear it again. Here we go. Okay, so I fixed that a little bit. For the doctor over here wants the health, which is why I have the health dudes. Chapel needs to go away. I'm not going to change the crews right now because I know that these do work for the level that my ships can make it to. We're going to go here to level 60 system, which is where my support ships can make it. The problem is I am limited by the warp range. That is the big thing these days. It's warp range. So we're going to give her, see how many we can get in one go. Rolly, thank you for the lurk very much. Cheers. Always so good to see you. Oh, shoot. Hold up. I just looked at some of my notes. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm recalling everything. I've had some researches in buildings that, I have some researchers in buildings that I wanted to pick up, especially the DTI headquarters, specifically damage against Krenums. Lexel, I guarantee that's a paid player. Or a player who's been where they are for years and years and years. That is not my account. They have quantum slipstreams, they have stuff like that, they've got primes. That is not my account. Good for them, absolutely. It ain't ever gonna be me. But I do what I can. I hit what I can look. And I have a lot of fun. Oh, Op 62s can have a lot of primes. Oh, I can beat the 64s. Lexel, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going, to the 64s. My support ships can only get to 60, so I go there, I get my boosts, and I go to 64. My maxes, I've gotten 6 in one run, in the 64. So we're gonna go see if we can do that again. We're gonna use some Lorca's Fist, we're gonna do some stuff. The problem with the Krenums is there is a massive jump in costs when I went to 64. To the point, like, they want you to have mega 63s and be doing at least 66s, which I cannot. So it became, I used to just full pull absolutely everything in sight, but when I jumped up to 64, my costs for some redeems quintupled, and it was gutting. It was gutting. Which is why we need more Titan juice, we need more stuff, we need more things, because we have 17 of these loops that you have to punch up to have any hope of keeping up, sometimes even with single hopes. It's wild, it's wild. Dang, there's no kind of crazy music going on. We'll deal with that in a moment. I don't want to take too long. I'll check one quick thing or two. Is there anything, you know, free, no uncommon mats and stuff? No more resistances. Those. I mean, I could do one of each more of these. I don't have 6-star ships yet. Oh wait, rapid fabrication. Yes! This is what I've been waiting for. Base construction speed. Buildings. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do solo armadas. And I'm gonna do formation armadas. Okie dokie. Brilliant. Okay, so I have, because of the GTI, I got just, that's the Nova Squadron.
Let's get started.
I got just a tiny bit more officer stats and damage versus Krenums. Every little bit helps. Any new DTI favors? DTI. Well, yeah, I mean, the other day, I finally got to Temporal Director. Actually, has it been since... I don't know if I've actually tried any, since I did get to Temporal Director, and I got stuff, like temporal material scanning, more wreckage for certain things. No, this one. base damage with opponent having charge state, base damage static state. That's actually a really good point. The temporal flux countermeasures increase base damage versus Corenum formation armadas. Like right here, which I unfortunately don't have the credits for at the moment, but I might have actually gotten some new favors since last I tried, so this is going to be really fun. This is going to be really fun. And of course the thing is, with this loot, I mean, the stuff you get from this faction store is so good, not just for these specific things, but other stuff. There are several artifacts you can source, which are very useful, not only in and of themselves, but for Alliance tournaments. Alliance tournaments. As we're warping out here to start getting our boosty woosties, Alliance tournaments, not the refinery, the faction. In Alliance tournaments, once you start maxing this out, which on its own, critical hit damage to armadas and invading entities, which are so many things these days, not only can you max this, but then our Alliance tournaments comes along, and you need to be getting temporal disruptors and things like that for free-to-play 10k tasks that give you the big chunk of 4,000 plus Alliance tournament store credits, which is the big thing. Not all 10k tasks actually give you the store credits, but this is one of the ones that's the juicy delicious. If you can get going with this business, max this out, Alliance tournament comes around, you can be doing this stuff, you can be exchanging, you can be whooping. Once you hit the max rep, like DTI Temporal Director, Janeway's Pocket Watch becomes available as well. Both really good artifacts on their own, but then even more benefits just as a farm for other stuff. It's a farm for other stuff. Brett Day has been inspired by the Cosmic Assets SLB right here, spending stuff and things. They dumped a bunch of DTI credits into the time weapon and pocket watch and prep for that. Sure. I mean, I don't find the rewards to be super heck a lot, but if you've got stuff saved up and you need to spend it anyways, you're getting those amazing benefits, and every Forbidden Tier Up catalyst in my books is I. So I wish you luck, Brett Day. I hope you get some good stuff out of it. Not huge, but better than zero. Yep. And certainly when a lot of people go up into the 60s these days, or perhaps whatever generation jump they're doing, any little bit is better than nothing. You don't think you're gonna win. Are you kidding me right now? Where are you? Zero. Hello. Hello. Oh my goodness. We have a friend. Everybody, welcome in. Here we go. I'm getting a screenshot. Zero cheese. Welcome into the stream. My ship's bigger than yours. I guess this is the appropriate time to say, anybody who's on my opposing server, I know I haven't been doing I haven't been doing Incursions stuff. I apologize if that's the content you wanted to see. I am in my battle gear, but for me, the benefits of using your loot exos wisely is so much more important. For me, guaranteed benefit wise, because you can work and work and work and work and work, and you go to bed and you're in first place in all the SLBs, and some schmo is, a night shift guy who chugs 37 Red Bulls and goes all night, and you wake up and you've got nothing. Whereas loot exos, you know you're guaranteed. And I just remembered the whole point of this is loot exos, which you do have to be docked for. So one more round back home is going to be 2 more minutes, everybody. 2 more minutes before we're back here, actually buffing, going to see some whooping, hopefully. 0 G's, you just saved my game. Gray Sabers, by the way, where are you? Gray Sabers, my dear. My dear Gray Sabers. What's going on? Where you at? We've been talking all day.
Do you or do you not feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
Thank you, Moopsy. Everybody, we are bonita. Apparently. Cheers to Friday night boniting. Okay. Meanwhile, my game is breaking. Ships are not recalling. We are 20 minutes and counting from dailies reset. 20 minutes and counting. Finish dailies now. We go on Super Samo for a minute because my game is already breaking. Don't worry about it. We're coming right back. Here we go. Oh, let me be looking. Something I've been forgetting all week. Some fun for y'all. While we're going, we were talking about Safety Samo the other day. Safety Samo, the famous meme that was born last year when I did the House Party fundraiser, House Party 1.0 fundraiser with Dr. Juby, Spectre, and the artist formerly known as Ripper, inventor of the community mod, stfc.space, etc., Alex. And we did an incredible House Party fundraiser, which got my desk, my standing desk. It saved my life, my back, my stream. And I did a whole video in honor of that, building the desk. But of course, safety first. Wear your safety equipment, etc. And we have now been memed. And some beautiful new memes came up this week after we kind of are revitalizing that. So here's a very special Stargate one. I love this. That's me right next to Major Samo. The actual Major Samo. I was totally there on set, though. I mean, can't you tell? I was totally actually there on set. Go rewatch the episode, I swear. I swear. Atari Living Sacrifice. My boo, what's up? Shout out for Atari, please, mods. I was totally there. Making our ships. But I was also totally part of The Last of Humanity in Battlestar Galactica. The funny thing is, these were both filmed in Vancouver, right? I could have been in them. You don't even know. I'm a Vancouverite. Do you know how many sci-fi shows I could or could not be in? How many movies? I'm just saying. If y'all, how have I not? Here we go. I have not even given my Discord link once. Y'all, look up what's filmed in Vancouver. Try to spot the Samo. I don't know. Maybe you might find something. Message me and let me know. Spot the Samo. Especially the Safety Samo, because we're very concerned about this. Safety first, I'm just saying. All things in life. Safety first. Except when you're whooping! Which we're about to do. Finally, I swear. Here we go. There's so many important things to talk about these days, y'all. So much is happening. I haven't even gotten into the spring officer selection, but basically summary: Dajosh Tolra. Samo is all in for Dajosh. Loot plus power for armadas and stuff. It's no question for me. Of course, if you have an opportunity for acquisition, oh my gosh, stop! Stop in the name of love. Unflippin' believable. I didn't activate the loot exo. Warby TTV. What's going on? Let me show you that. While I feel like this is a comedy show at this point. And none of you are helping me in chat. You're letting me be distracted by safety, and you're not being my own safety blanket. Oh! What did I say? It ain't over till it's over. Server 7 has taken the lead. Officially in top spot. Can Moonlight persevere against Server 29? Don't sell. I don't want to sell us out quite yet. We may have gone down real hard at the beginning. But it ain't over till it's over, as I said. I'm sure that's what Server 29 is hearing and saying right now. They are hearing those ghosts screaming. They think they're all that. They're coming in. It's a guaranteed win. I'ma go to sleep. But Warby TTV knows. No. You keep fighting till the end with your Q cannon. I mean, this is technically the Major Samo cannon. But, like, this is not... Oh, I have to do it. This is the first time I've had Q cannon. Because I finally got it in the free pull. I got a lucky pull. I did not buy the Q cannon. Look at it. Like, come on. It's literally the wheels and the cannon. I mean, I'm Twitch and my camera, like, they flip it. OBS, it flips it. So we're kind of facing each other, but look! What other streamer? I just want to say, what other streamer cosplays your favorite PvP Chaos Tech on Incursions Day and makes you want to sing while you slay? I'm asking honest questions here. I don't know. And I honestly swear I am going to pop this mother flaming, hostile, bloody, I'm G6 now, 200% loot bloody exo. What in the flippin' heck? I'm gonna pop this 500 versus Armadas 2, even though who flippin' knows these days what it actually counts towards. Probably not these invading entities. But it can make you feel good in the background. It's placebo! Let's waste all the things. Where's 100% damage something or other? There's one. Hey! Combat ones are supposed to work out of dock. Sometimes I see things in this game that are so irrelevant and I have like 600 of, and you're like, I'm just gonna click a button because it's useless in the game. No, Moopsie. How flippin' dare. I just said that is a free magical full pull like officers happen sometimes. Rev got it live on stream. You calling your boy Rev a whale? Nope. Ha. Rump. Ben is far away from the others. Me too. Zero G's is wearing the quantum slipstream. So that, you want to call somebody a whale, zero G's. There is no free-to-play path to quantum slipstream, I can tell you that. And it's funny, I accidentally hit that sound button on my stream deck, but that was very appropriate. Accidental genius. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, don't you worry, Warby. We're doing that too. Oh, actually, I realized you're right.
Something hinky's definitely going on here, and it's up to you and I to find out what it is. Hinky? Yeah, it's a word. In what dictionary?
You're actually right. The categories here. I gotta get the anti-static for this one. That's fair. Good call. Which is a great thing, because as I said, it was a throwaway whatever. It's not even going to do anything. We got charge, we got Krenim, we got loot, we got some damage. We're ready for the second cherry boost. I hate to do a max for it, but we're gonna do it. There we go. 64. We're gonna use some... Oh. 2 ship. We're gonna use the Lorca's Fist. I'm always tempted with the Lorca's Fist to do 2 charged, because charged are harder than static. They have the round limit. But honestly, static, in my opinion, has the better stuff. Oh, you are wearing the shirt, Zero G's. I'm sorry for slandering you. What is this? I'm sorry, Zero G's. Hold on. I have a little bit of an animal control issue. I'm wiping a little bit.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! I slandered my dear friend Zero G's. I'm so sorry. You will never pay for PvP. Good for you. Good for you. You've spent. That's fair. It's okay to spend your money. Get her done. Get her done.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I'm gonna do 1 charged and a couple of statics on the... Oh wow, I've got a lot of directives. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Speed up. Confirm. Lorca's Fist. Confirm. Thank you for the hydrate. So you're wearing a Quantum Slipstream shirt. I don't understand what that means, though, Zero G's. I don't understand what that means. What is a Quantum Slipstream shirt? Also, I realized since I last tried these, I think I haven't really done since the Alliance tournament. So I may also have had some artifact and stuff improvements. I may be Okay, so far, I don't know if I'm getting like RNG. This is significantly better than I've been doing in previous. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I got a third Armada under Lorca's Fist. I've never achieved a third Armada under Lorca's Fist. That's exciting. That's cool. 205, 238. Oh my gosh, do they vary? Okay, let's see how I do under no Lorca's Fist, but I do have a max fort. I have cherry on everything. My record is 6 in one go. This is now number 4. This is very exciting. Warby, what, remind me please what ops you are? The higher you are, the better chances of, impulse research availability. It can honestly come down to impulse research for how fast you can zip around getting to the new armadas. Oh, you're 51. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You'll be whooping it. That's amazing. What is your Lorca's Fist research at? Maybe your Lorca's Fist is higher than mine. I admit there's so much various stuff with Lorca. I haven't necessarily prioritized, honestly. I haven't necessarily prioritized Lorca's Fist. Because there's so much other good stuff that can benefit the daily everything, that the ability to maybe punch up one extra armada. I don't know. Oh yeah, piggyback off of what's close. Brilliant, yep. Highest RSD. You're here, but your standard messages are not showing. Good old UK tech. Hector, what's up? Hector, I see you. I see you. My sweet kitty cat. What's going on? Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Warby, like, most people I know can only get 2
Giggity. Alright.
Like, under Lorca's Fist, most people can only get 2. I mean, you can get way more armadas in a row in, like, under your buffs, your Cerritos and your Lorca's, not Lorca's Fist, your Titan. But under Lorca's Fist specifically, I've never known a single person who can get 4. So if you're for realsies getting 4 per Lorca's Fist, please, how? Jonathan Wick! Where the heck you been, boy? Jonathan Wick, I can only assume you've been, terrorizing revenge. Not terrorizing, that's not something we should say. You have been wreaking revenge from your foes, Jonathan Wick. How you doing? Back to tuna coma. Oh my gosh, RSD. Ads? Are you for reals right now? Are you for serious? Oh no. Please. Jonathan Wick, I'll try. I'll try. Okay, our boosts are going. We're losing some of them. We're still living a little bit. I admit I have been searching for like some optimal loot, which is very, you know.
I always get a happy tingly feeling when I see those guys.
RSD, thank you! RSD gifting a sub to Mr. Jonathan Wick. Absolutely amazing. We don't gotta worry about it. Jonathan, what's up? What do I need to repeat? How's it going? This is insane, you guys. I've never had anything like this. We are I'm pretty sure that's the end of our limit. Especially with me being a greedy girl. I'm being a little bit greedy. I want to get the good stuff. Okay, it was actually down here. 205. I thought it was a 209, I swear. There it is. Okay, we're gonna try one more. One more. Can we do it? This is the craziest spree we've ever had. Clearly, there have been improvements. There's been artifacts. There's been research. This is incredible. My max, as I said, was 6 before. It is so exciting. Zero Jesus stoked. Jonathan Wick lives. And we've had the loot exo going this whole time. So I knew it. Okay, there it is. Roddy be outie. There we go, everybody. That was actually extraordinary. I'm so pleased. We got 11. We almost doubled my capacity in one run. We had 200% loot exo. I only did one charged, so maybe in days to come I'm gonna be way having to catch up on that. But static, in my experience, has been PvE chest. Oh yeah, look at it. Static. Survival. Literally 10 times, because I did one charged and 10 static, so direct exactly 10 times. In my experience, the static stuff that is available in the faction store is a little bit more to my playstyle. Oh, here we go. We need a Super Samo. We need a Super Samo. It's Daily's Reset. Daily's Reset. Please hold. Game cannot handle. Oh. Because you got that reset. Oh my goodness gracious. I hate to do it, but while we are letting the game think about life, the universe, and everything, I must think about a very small part of the universe that well, not just humans. Denver Stone, I literally cannot make the next round. I could put Grush on my Enterprise D and make it to the 66 system, but I could not go. I can't put anything on my Rotaran that could make it also make it to the next system, and I cannot do the 66s without both ships. Do you get what I mean? I cannot go above 64 with the ships and situations that I have right now. Think about it, discuss it. If you have some magical way to do it, let me know in chat, but I'm going to be back in just one shake of a lamb's tail.
Oh no! Oh no! Yes, 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 yes,
And his name is John C.
Everybody knows you're not supposed to be shenanigan when we chair stream. Lightning Hawk, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Lightning Hawk cheering 100 biddies. My beautiful timeless gif. Why don't we ever go off on timeless and how amazing it is? Can we get a shout out for Lightning Hawk, please? Thank you so much. I'm putting on another outfit. Moopsie, what kind of stream do you think this is? Excuse me. Are you in the wrong place? Moopsie, I know you said in Rev's channel earlier you were on a date earlier today, and Rev was asking what country you're in. You know, bruh, if you're having to, like, outsource yourself to foreign climes, I'm a family stream. I don't know if I need to be hearing about this. Disco! There we go. Chair stream is the best time for shenanigans. The other best time is when Samo is in the chair. Samo down. Jonathan Wick. I totally just smashed my leg when I made that, what was supposedly a graceful exit. Oh my gosh. Denver Stone. Oh gosh, it's big screen. I gotta like. Okay, the game should be back up by now. I mean, that was the whole. Okay, there it is. Denver Stone, of course, the Quantum Slipstream and the new Chaos Text could absolutely fix it. Denver Stone, 100%. It would fix a lot of my problems. I would be able to punch up way higher. I could do all sorts of things. But the problem is in the chat. I will never have those things until they are sourced free to play. Jonathan Wick, indeed. Disco, you are not wrong. Hector is fast asleep on a cushion. He falls asleep to my voice. That's beautiful. It's like Scribbler. Sometimes she's concerned that people say, like, her stream puts people to sleep. But it's a compliment. It's beautiful. There's something to be said for a lovely, soothing voice of an evening, helping you go off to the land of dreams. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay, so how are we for... Nope. Factions. We're there with our DTI. We can finally, I mean, we're finally at max rep. We don't have to do the temporal points there anymore, but at least with the static here, we're now at 18.6 with 940 for a 4 chest. Halajula, we can do some pulls. I admit the static is a bit rough. We're gonna have to do another run there, but for now, the 4 pulls are so much more economical. It's worth it, I think, to save up for the 4 pull. Just saying. Ben Sai, that entirely depends on my community. As always. We're gonna find out on Tuesday. Although, of course, remember, why did I... Silly Samo. Why would I ever get rid of that tab? There we go. There we go. Here we go. Don't forget, everybody, please, Arc Fall, Monday night. My first time hosting for quite a while. 8 p.m. PST. I'm so excited. Lots of fun stuff planned. Maybe some exciting announcements. I don't know. I'm working on the stuff and the things. 0 G's. I hope so. Moopsie! You shush. Jonathan Witt gonna be there. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm glad to know that. Truly, honestly, I'm nothing without you guys. I love... Hosting Arc Fall is very, very, very challenging. I kid you not. When I say that being strum over is my term for it. When I host Arc Fall, when anybody hosts Arc Fall of the Warp Drive 5, because we've talked about it, we've scientifically done studies and proven, you can be strum over. It's like a hangover, but it's from a long and late night stream where you are so wrecked for the next, not necessarily one day, but possibly 2 or 3 days. Because you are so exhausted. You have put in so much energy, so much thought, so much time, so much speaking. Your voice is done. Your eyeballs are like squeezed. Your brain hurts. Your body's exhausted, and yet you finish Arc Fall and you're hyped up. You're like, oh my gosh. I can't wait to actually see the true numbers of the new reveals in, 5, 6, 7 hours. How is the new gameplay going to be? Is there improvements on lag? Is there other exciting new things happening? I mean, your brain, so often, even though you're beyond exhausted after Arc Fall, you can't sleep. And that just cascades because I, of course, stream Tuesdays and I stream Wednesdays. So when I host Arc Fall, it's like, it's 2 months of streaming in 3 days. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. Moopsie, it sounds like you are the STFC. Okay, it's Friday night. I'm gonna say it. Perhaps you are the STFC texting whore. I said it. Major Samo saying naughty things. Oh my gosh. You a bad influence. What am I doing? It's not. It's maybe it's something to be addressed. Except I'm just kidding. Except my mouth. I gotta wash it out. I'll wash it out. Except Moopsie has to go along and say something darn flippin' heck like, is that a problem? Meh, not really. They all good people. Which is the darndest truth. It's the darndest truth. Why does STFC just have the sweetest, most darling, well-meaning people? We all be nerds. We're all playing this silly game despite our own best interests and knowing that there are better games in the world, other games, and yet we're so hooked. It's so Star Trek. The communities, the challenges we all face together. We're here for the long haul. Speaking of going for a haul, it is known that Moopsie, Seth, and Candy White are, in fact, going out in real life later this month. They are actually meeting in the flesh to hang out broski style. What could happen? Nobody knows. Do we want to know? Yes, I actually really do. It's so Raven, Ryan. Jonathan Wick, I want to screenshot that. Emotes at its finest. Well, we know Rev's been after you since the beginning. Okay, how much is left on my time? Okay, I have a little bit of time left on my Ludex, so I have to get going. You guys, I'm sorry. I actually have a really busy weekend, and I'm just letting myself get into the spirit of Friday night. But I'm losing my mind over here. I am exhausted. We're gonna try a thing, one final thing. Here we go. What are my notes? Here we go. We're gonna do a little wham bam. Thank you, man. While we're in our fight song, it is Janeway. Has Samo ever danced on a tabletop? Oh, I'm doing it. I don't even care. It's Friday night. Remember, I am the most wholesome, responsible, boring little Canadian family nugget that you've ever seen.
I know you're looking at that cave and you're feeling kind of brave. Go to bed, you'll be alright. Don't mind at night.
Poll is up. Poll is up. There is a poll happening. Please, everybody vote. Put your voice in. Put your thoughts in. What is your stance on the matter? I don't know why I just did that. And I'm just saying, this is not a poll about me. This is truly what y'all think about me. So this will be very revealing. You know what? No, I'm still unhappy with that. I'm gonna do this. Oh, there he is. Group. Okay, below. Paris. Yes. Wait, am I still on? Oh, okay, I am on the Revenant. Paris. Vale. BLT. Pick Hugh. Harry Kim. E. Troy. I think I have a new below deck slot. Oh my gosh. Everybody, I have a new below deck slot since I last did a solo Revenant. Paris, Vale, BLT, Pick Hugh, Harry Kim, E. Troy. Who is my final? Who is the final answer? In the meantime, I've got the Borg nanoplating. I am adding in, of course, the Chrono Deflector. Don't forget that. Who is my final below deck? Whoopsie, how dare you? Voltron suggests Neelix. Neelix. What does everybody else think? I do have a lot of the amazing Nova Squadron research done. In fact, I have maxed for burning benefits. This is for Revenant Solo. Revenant Solos. What I'm thinking, honestly,
Giggity. Alright.
is a health officer to help the doctor's mitigation. Honestly, I'm thinking health officer for doctor's mitigation stats. Warby loves Neelix. Brett Day says Hemmer time. I don't know if I agree about Hemmer. For these punching ups, sometimes that mitigation, like thinking of the stat stacking, really helps. Jonathan Wick, heck flippin' yeah, solo waves are my flippin'. They my boo, they my bae. I love solo waves. Warby, it depends on your personal officers. For me, for health stacking, My great mother Tribble is actually the best. All hail the great mother Tribble. My top health officer of my arsenal. So I think I'm gonna try that. I've had a couple of upgrades. You can see I'm only 3 short now. 1 weapon, some impulse, and cargo bay. Your Tribble's always on away team. See, I don't care who's on an away team. If I'm trying for some punch up with some loot exos, I'm recalling everything that needs to be recalled. I will spend whatever speed ups necessary. Cause we going for some 68s, y'all. How far can my boosts go? Here we go. No. Okay, I've got to go here. I've got to go there. This is my final hoorah of the evening because I've already gone later than expected. I'm a bit snacky. Indeed, King Jesus. Again, it's so funny. Did I say what I can do with FKRs now? I can do 3 uncommon 65s in one go. 0 boosts, full loot crew, plus Grush, because I gotta get up. But the thing is, I can do a 66 rare. With my G5 ship. My single G5 Enterprise D with warp and loot crew. I can go up to a 66 rare and solo it in one go. The problem is, I was like, if I can do that, shoot, son, can I go higher? But the next is a 69. And I do not have the warp range. I cannot get up with the full warp range. It's tragic. Okay, I am prepared. I've saved up. It's a huge, annoying run for my boosts, but here we go. Revenant. I forgot about max fort time downs. I guess we're gonna find out if I can do it with a normal fort. Dang flippin' nab. Bloody half-hour cooldown. Nonsense. If I didn't gap so much, I could have done 1 run at the beginning, 1 run at the end. Whatever. We're truly testing the might. Lexel. Are you talking about my Revenant right now? Because I've been whooping 68s already. So we're not talking about FKRs anymore. We're talking Revenant, tier 11. I've been whooping 68s. Admittedly, did I shut it down? I think I had a max fort last I tried, but also several less components. Okay. I forgot to update myself last time I did, clearly, because it was a brand new Mark III tier 10 with no components. I was doing 66s, but I know I was whooping 68s because I even went so far as to put on Grush and try a 70. I know I tried that, and that's just silly. You need a max evolved for that. But like, I was whooping some 68s, so we're gonna see. Edamame? Noopsie, are you talking about food in my stream on a late Friday night? When I'm almost 3 hours in? What is wrong with you? I'm supposed to be the one to make people hungry. 77. Wow. Why is there such variation? Clearly this is the superior warrior. Okay, here we go. I can start 24. This is why I save for loot exos. Well, we're gonna see, because it's not the boost I thought. Oh, I can't do Lorca's Fist. I don't have a max fort. We'll see what happens. This was Stream as Foe. I am the guinea pig to be the example. Do y'all see how much health I have left? Can you see? Let me check the stream. You can see. This is 68.2s, y'all. That was a scratch of paint. Who is saying I won't kill a 68? Sucker! Although it is a weird thing. To be fair, these things are so unbelievably flipping outrageously variable. It is actually quite disgusting how some of the leaps happen. Sometimes you can get 37 of this level and 0 of the next level. Some of the programming that they've done, some of the leaps and bounds are just so silly. Like, it's literally, you have to do that evolution, you have to do that paid thing, that jump ahead or wait 6 months. Fog of War. I'm sure you understand what I mean now that you're following. Thank you so much. It's great to have you. Sometimes it's just boggling what the gaps in the generations are. For example, I mean, I did try to jump up to a 70. Last time I tried some 68s and it was going pretty well. And this is going even weller than it was before. And now I want to sing Weller Man. Oh, will the man come to bring us sugar and tea and rum? Thank you, Moopsy, for keeping us humble. Always reminding, no matter how we're whooping, we can still be pooped upon. The RNG, absolutely. I was just gonna say, the look of the draw of the proccing of certain abilities, it's so wild. Even like we just saw, I got 11 Crenum solos in one run. I got 11 Crenum solos in one run, when previously my absolute max had been 6. And I remember going, after I got that 6, I went back in one time and I only got 4. I swear I had the same boosts, the same setups, and I only got 4. So sometimes, you know, truly RNG and stuff that can really help everybody. For example, the Voyager officers, BLT, B'Elanna Torres, Tom Paris, Harry Kim, and Neelix. The burning, the morale, the hull breach, and then Paris for the mitigation kind of jazz. Having them maxed is so insanely beneficial. But even then, some of your other officers dealing with crit chances, crit damages, things like Pick Hugh with their hull regeneration, it can still be up in the air. You know? Like, this is crazy. I can't believe what's happening. This is like that Crenum was, and I'm very excited. I'm so excited. The loot exo is when you want it to happen. I still got, 18. I always try to under-tell my brain, like, it's only 15 minutes, so get her done. It's like, when you have to go out for something at 12:30, tell yourself, 12:15, 12:15. I'm somebody who cannot be late. I am early, I am on time, you know, that's me. Okay, we're about to run out of boosts. Let's try one more, or we're about to find out real harshly what our natural capabilities are. Of course, the cap is 1,400 for these directives. I have very purposely saved up my boost juices, my Cerritos, my directives, and the beautiful thing is I thought I was going to have to spend a max fort on this, but I didn't. It was still on half-hour cooldown, so I could do another normal fort and another Cerritos. I'm alive. Okay, I've done 9. I could do a whole nother round of this during a loot exo if I needed, if I wanted. I'm going to try to get one more. I'm out of boosts. Let's see if I can do anything without my boosts. We in the zone. We got the loot. We have over half a hull. How much is that affecting? Are we gonna totally die without? I've had it happen. Hit him with the rhythm in the face, push him way back. How much damage was there? Not a whole hecka. Here we are, we're back under 1,400 directives, which means next available time, I'll get my next round. It's a funny thing. You know, the free-to-play mentality is you have to maximize absolutely every directive possible ever for all the things. So I'll save up. But one of the problems with caps, and it's the whole point of them, is you want to save, but you have to spend, or else you're just wasting. Even if you have to punch down, you have to use those directives so you can keep getting as many new directives as you can. It's a wild thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on like such a spree right now. I'm so excited about stuff. I am so over time from what I meant to do. We're going to be wrapping up very soon. As I said, this is my final spree. I have ships that are broken. Here. It's time to reset the game. It's time to reset Major Samo.
Invention.
We'll do one more.
And innovation.
We're still in Loot Exo.
And now,
yep.
It's available.
Catch Bob of War coming in with their first chat even after that follow. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you here. Okie dokie. I got really into the game tonight, y'all. I don't know whether to apologize or be like, hey! We all know I love the game, but I'm about so much more than just the game, right? So 70.43. Game is life? No! RSD, you slay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. Oh! Oh, baby. Okay. There was one respawn. Is it decent? Yes, it is. Don't forget, do your destined encounter every day. Not only do you get the bones, the boosts, the goods, Your whole alliance does too. Okay, here we go. I cannot believe how fast the time's gone. Benny Hill, it's been a crazy night. I don't even know what's happening. I'm clearly delusional and need to wrap up. And it's perfect because there is a worthy, deserving recipient indeed of our love, our affection, our hype, our wonder, our razzing and shenaniganigan. Here we go. I'm on my way home. That is so far and beyond my best run ever. It just shows a couple of artifacts, a couple of researches, and good things happen. Good things happen. If you work hard, don't you know? And this person works very hard at being an awesome person and supporting her friends. Please, I'm gonna wrap up right here. There we go. I'm going Super Samo. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you everybody who gave any bits, stickers, tangias, voices, subs, bits, cheers, what have you. Thank you so much. I hope your incursions are going amazingly. I'm sorry that I never actually ended up shoot, I got a screenshot of me in 0 G's at least. I meant to get a big school photo tonight. Gray Sabers, you know, perhaps I know they're very busy and they have family and stuff. Bob of War, how dare you apologize? Don't apologize ever for your time zone. They say, I'm sorry for chatting so little. It's 6:30 a.m. Bob of War, I'm absolutely honored that you have chosen to spend some of your morning with me. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. I hope you're going to have a fabulous time of it. And I hope to see you on Monday night. Remember, it is Monday evening, Warp Drive 5, myself hosting the Arc Fall party. We're taking you right to the game shutting down, maintenance, and the full patch notes. We will world premiere every single new bit of information they offer us for the new month. It's always so exciting. Happy first contact day indeed, RSD. Can't wait to see you Monday. I am starting, the raid is here. Please don't forget, everybody, that the world needs more hugs and it needs more nerds. Before the next stream, please do hug a nerd. There was some stuff I wanted to talk about tonight, but, you know, we're on such a roll. I didn't want to bring down our Friday night. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. Something very important to me. Something to have in the back of your head. And some giggities. As always, Benny Hill. Always, always some giggity. Bring giggity into your lives as we raid out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.